Hey there, history nerds, skylines nerds, and other goddamn sexy beautiful other nerds of the internet. Especially you, yes you watching this video right now. You're my favorite. It is I, again, Ancient Swan, here with a tiny wee history lesson, brought to you via this map I made and the city of Amsterdam. As always, this map represents the world as it once was, in particular, a part of the world that we now call the Netherlands. Fun fact. The name Amsterdam literally means dam on the Amstel. Due to its geographical location in what used to be wet peatland, Amsterdam was founded much later than other urban centers in the Low Countries. However, there is still evidence of settlements here as early as 3,000 years ago. The people here lived along the prehistoric Ij River and upstream of its tributary Amstel. The ancient Ij was a shallow and quiet stream in peatland behind beach ridges. This secluded area was able to grow into an important local settlement center, especially in the late Bronze Age, the Iron Age, and the Roman Age. Neolithic and Roman artifacts have also been found in the ground here, such as shards of bell beaker culture pottery from around 2100 BC and a granite grinding stone dated around 2700 BC. But the location of these artifacts around the riverbanks of the Amstel probably point to a presence of a modest, semi-permanent, or seasonal settlement. Until water issues were controlled, a permanent settlement would not have been possible, since the river mouth and the banks of the Amstel in this period in time were too wet for permanent habitation. A major turning point in the development of the Amstel river mouth was the All Saints flood of 1170. In an extremely short period of time, the shallow river Ij turned into a wide estuary, which from then on offered the Amstel an open connection to the North Sea and other waterways surrounding the area. This made the water flow of the Amstel more active, so excess water could be drained better. With drier banks, the downstream Amstel mouth became attractive for permanent habitation. Moreover, the river had grown from an insignificant peat stream into a junction of international waterways. A settlement was built here immediately after the landscape change of 1170. Right from the start of its foundation, it focused on traffic, production, and trade. From the 14th century on, Amsterdam flourished, largely from trading with other more powerful nations. But then later, from the 15th century on, the city established control of those trade routes with the Baltic Sea, despite its humble beginnings as a relatively new but small fishing village. Amsterdam soon became a major world port during the Dutch Golden Age, when the Netherlands was an economic powerhouse. Amsterdam was the leading center for finance and trade, as well as a hub of secular art production. During this Golden Age, Amsterdam became the wealthiest city in the Western world. Ships sailed from Amsterdam to the Baltic Sea, the Caribbean, North America, and Africa, as well as present-day Indonesia, India, Sri Lanka, and Brazil, forming the basis of a worldwide trading network. Amsterdam's merchants had the largest share in both the Dutch East India Company and the Dutch West India Company. These companies acquired overseas possessions that later became Dutch colonies. Amsterdam was Europe's most important hub for the shipment of goods and was the leading financial center of the Western world. In 1602, the Amsterdam office of the Dutch East India Company became the world's first stock exchange by trading in its own shares. In the modern day, Amsterdam is a world-famous hub of 21st century culture and freedom of expression, with a population over 1 million people. Modern Amsterdam has been intensely reorganized by man, with many hundreds of square miles of both land reclamation and also has more than 60 miles of canals, most of which are navigable by boat. In the Middle Ages, Amsterdam was surrounded by a moat called the Singel, which now forms the innermost ring in the city and gives the city center a horseshoe shape. As always, this map was made to reimagine history. This city's Skylines 2 map is based on various 16th century maps of Amsterdam before the canals were built, and features those original islands as well as its original moat. If you feel like building your city on this wee bit of history, then go right ahead and follow the link below to download the map. In the meantime, you might be looking for some map information. Well, who am I to deny you this happiness? Just look at these words now flying past the screen. Thanks again for watching. It's always appreciated. And every time you like and subscribe, my wife provides me with 3 hours of silence, which I am very happy with. So thank you all so much. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Peace, love, and Amsterdam. Goodbye.